Okay, so we're getting pretty much done in here. These lights, I'd have to go back into my videos, man. I know Uncle John was alive, and he was at home. I don't know if I did this in 2013 or 2014. I don't think it was 2012, but anyway, these light bulbs, they've been sitting here for all that time, people. Right? Because I tried it one winter. I can't remember if I had Christmas lights in here or not. I know you can... I strung Christmas lights in the X Club. They're still there, right? To put heat into the air, right? So that, you know, your plants don't die, right? You know, I'm not going to be... I mean, I suppose I could run Christmas lights all the way around, but for what it's worth, it's, you know... I figure 3-4 more weeks at best. 3 weeks. If I can get 2 to 3 weeks, people, trust me, these tomatoes will be like this. And if they're green, it's not a big deal. Put them in a box. They ripen really nice. They freeze really nice. I may or may not dehydrate some. I did that one time. I ground them up. I put them in a jar. I put the jar away. I don't know where they are. So... I may try it again. I never really used tomato powder paste, but like tomato powder. But, you know, if I get any tomatoes and they ripen, I may try that because I really don't need to be putting them in my freezer. I don't have much room in my freezer. I'm debating whether I should just take those roast, vacuum seal them, and just throw them in the freezer as is. The problem with that, though, is... economically, it makes more sense to chop them up and put them into pint-sized jars, and then use that as meal per meal. You get like 8 meals for the price of 1.5, right? If I leave it as a roast it up, yeah, it's nice. For what it's worth, though, in terms of cost, you know, you'll get a meal and a half and a sandwich. For, you know, 4 people, right? So, you know, or if I do it the other way, can it, you know, you get 8 meals anyway, if not more. And I'm just thinking the one big roast, right? Or a roast and a half, or even 2 roasts. I don't know. I don't know until I do it. All right. I kind of wanted to make stew, but you just can't make it with a lot of gravy. You can't really thicken your gravy, right? You know, but I kind of wanted to make stew and can it, but as if I have time. I hear the rain. Nothing leaked in here since I did that. I'm going to have to... Actually, I should be stapling it down before the wind comes. If a wind comes, it will just blow it off. The ladder is still there, so maybe I'll just give it a couple staples, and then I'm going to, like I said, I'm going through this wood. I got a lot of this stuff kicking around. So I'll just run them. Alright, I'll do that over the next couple of days. And then that will be done. Alright, and then I'll plastic this up and do a couple of window repairs just to keep the rodents out and the raccoons. Not that raccoons ever come in here, because they don't, but a rat got in here one time. Made a hell of a mess. Oh, I had to clean it all out. Sweeping up rat shit all over the place. I put some rat poison in here, so whether it got it or disappeared, I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's still in here. Buried it, you know, hid it away, right? Only a rat can find it. So, I have grown, this is my second batch of tomatoes that got in late. My first batch was a bumper crop in terms of actually growing tomatoes. Or maybe I did it once or twice, I don't remember. But I just remember one year it was just like mad tomatoes in this room. And then, of course, I did trees for a couple of years, 2-3 years, right? So the trees are out now. I'm getting treed out here. I'm downsizing on trees. It was fun. I did it for mainly I did it for Andre. Right, I did all those walnuts, people. If it wouldn't have been for Andre, I don't think I would have ever done all those walnuts. We went and got 699 walnuts in one day. Oh, it was fun. It was blowing wind. It was blowing, and I don't know, something said go, go, go. Even in the wind, and we went, and I had a helmet, and he had a helmet, and it just started blowing. That walnut monkey was just shaking the walnut tree, and the walnuts just started pouring down around us. Poof, poof, poof. I gotta write a story about this, right? We're gonna write storybooks, eh? I'm just so busy, though. And I'm not really an artist, but anyway, I had to grab him, right? I grabbed him and I covered him up with my body, right? As these walnuts were like just pouring down around us. And we did. We gathered them up. The wind calmed down. We gathered them up. Oh, he loved it, right? He loved it, people. Those were the best days. And we brought him home in a wheelbarrow. Or I put him in a pulley garbage can or something. Anyway, it took a few loads to come back and forth with these walnuts. I have videos of them in my yard. Oh my God. I'm wondering if maybe that's one reason why my eyes are kind of going on me. Because of all that, because I made ink, people. I have lots and lots of walnut ink, black walnut ink. That's the one Leonardo da Vinci used in his writings and in his art. And 1,000 years later, you can still see it because it was black walnut ink. So I have black walnut ink powder because I husked those walnuts. I dried them, and then I took the time to grind them up. And all that powder flew around me. And so I often wonder if maybe, in part, that's why my eyes are going on me. Although my eye specialist says it's glaucoma. So I don't know if that would influence, I don't know if black walnut powder would influence glaucoma, but I have wondered about that. Because I did a lot of walnuts in the past. A lot. I did them like 3-4 years. I still have them in the freezer. And they're as good as I put them in the day I put them in. So, the 3 lights not going to be enough, but it will be something when the door's closed. It's okay. I can touch up just a few areas to just, make it a little more airtight. And they're going to, more than likely, I gave them some extra dirt with a little bit of food. Well, yeah, I put in some of this kale here just to see, right, how it responds. When it gets real cold, obviously it dies off. It doesn't necessarily survive. But that's okay. This will take root for now. And, eventually, this is what I'm going to have in my lettuce room, Mr. Lace's lettuce room, a.k.a. the cat house, right? And so I just haven't planted them in the ground. Now I'm going to end it on this note, right? Because, as I go about my days, I have one more smoke and then get going again. It's starting to get dark. I'll be lucky to get one more hour just to finish up with planter pots and whatever, and then start again tomorrow, right? I'll start again tomorrow, hopefully in the X Club. But anyway, this side stuff that I'm working on, people, like, it is so disturbing. Because I know what's going on, because it's been happening to my family. Okay, I can clearly see the two-tiered society. It's not even a system, people. It's a society. When you've got so-called politicians getting up, putting out the spiel to the public, okay, which is the public, but in essence, they're not talking to the public, okay? Anything that Gordon Campbell did, anything that Christy Clark did, even anything that John Horgan is doing, because they're not doing it for the average human. They're not, people. They're doing it for something that thinks it's more superior than the human. And I'm not talking about just the public union sector. We already know that the public union sector, as a government employee, elevate themselves as to be superior than everybody else because they work for the government. They got, the guaranteed pension plan, the guaranteed life insurance policy, unless, of course, they bail out like John did, right? They've got the dental and the medical and just everything, right? The superannuation, this and whatever. And so, they already have that mentality that they're superior above the public. But this is beyond one human against another human, people. Somebody has created something in a fucking lab, okay? I don't think this is just necessarily the Bible coming through, Revelations, the apocalypse and all this other crap. This is something that was fucking created in a fucking lab that they're infecting people with, okay? They need these bodies, okay? They just ramped it up with the corona, right? This so-called pandemic, because it's, all these men in medicine hat, functioning, working adult men that are like responsible, just all of a sudden as a group decide to start killing themselves off. No. That's like ShaMay decided to just fucking, call it quits or party before she went to sleep because she was celebrating going to school. Yeah, okay. You're right. No, this is fucking shady shit being perpetrated by the fucking government and their government employees, right? And they're using tax dollars to do it, and they're infecting people, right? They're doing something, and now that I know this, it explains what happened to ShaMay. It explains what happened to Uncle John, because there's two things that they want. They want money, and they want the bodies, okay? Dead or alive. They'll take him either or. Because if they take him alive, they're going to soon be dead, right? And then they do shit with them. They're doing something with them, right? Like, these people are infected with, like, a fucking octopus or fucking something that comes out of the mouth, people. And they can't necessarily fucking control it all the time, right? And they definitely have issues with their eyes. And they're walking among us, and they're putting together rallies to get the public, the human public, to come out so that we can be targeted. This is exactly how I feel about it, people. Because I've been in the game around these so-called individuals and seen my family picked off one by one, little by little, surely by surely, as they fucking gang stalk me through my various government files, whether it's healthcare, dental, doesn't matter, fucking social services, right? Whatever it is. I looked after a little girl, people, for 3.5 years under the Ministry of Children and Family Development, Child Protection, and they never fucking paid me, people. Okay? They never fucking paid me, right? Because the mother was a homeowner. Right? The deal was, you look after the little girl, and we won't take her away. Well, gee, if they took her away, I would have had to move. I was living in a fucking shanty shack because of corrupt government cutting me off of welfare with 5 dependent children. 5. Looking after Uncle John. And it wasn't even legal to do so, people. This is what I've been up against since 2003. So that tells you how long these so-called individuals, aka things, have been around. A long fucking time. And they're multiplying. And they're getting, what they're doing is they're organizing people. They're targeting and they're organizing. And they're multiplying. What this housing is not for the humans that are fucking normal in Canada. This is for something else to move into so that they can hunt us in our own communities. That's how I feel about it, people. Because that's what my family's been going through. So we're not safe. Nope. But now that I know, I'm not going to stay quiet on it. Nope. I'm going to expose it. Yep. And for the ones that want to fucking wake up and smell the coffee, save their lives, If you can, because right now you're just cattle to these things, okay? You're just fucking cattle. The only reason they brought in this so-called corona pandemic is so that they can fucking brand you and reel you in like a dead fish on a hook. Well, no, they like the fight. That's the thing. They like the hunt. They like the fucking, creeping around in shadows and stalking and they like to take a nip here and see you suffer and then come back and take a fucking another nip. This is what they like, people. This is how they enjoy life. Because they've been spliced with something. With that type of predatory behavior. This is not normal human behavior. This is beyond normal human behavior. So, before you go off and run off to these fucking rallies, Okay, my camera cut off. So, I may or may not put this first. Hard to say. But everybody knows about this.
Sacrosanct. It is non-negotiable. That belief has guided my actions as president.
Even though at first sight he looks just like the average Secret Service spook, a series of odd features on his head, face, plus a very strange behavior and creepy movements, suggest something else. But due the low lighting in half the amphitheater, he would pass unnoticed or regarded as a normal human being by the crowd, and everybody who watched this video, if it was not by the camera of the Jewish News One, which caught him from another angle apparently shape-shifting into some sort of reptilian non-human.
Hold on.
Disregard all the distortions and image artifacts caused by post-edition zooming, and pay close attention to how his head features suddenly change. His ears, his nose, his chin, cheekbone, jaw and mouth are no longer looking human at all. Matter of fact, now he has a blatant non-human face. So what just...
Hold on. Okay, so let's just go through these pictures. Like I said previously, people, only so much time in a day. I don't even know why I waste my time on this shit. Person looks bald to me, don't you think? Or is that a woman with white hair? Does this work? Just some random pictures. I think I was looking at something else. I'd have to zoom in on that, people. Eyes are clearly closed. This is what I find. Unusual. In light of everything that I work on, people, it's clearly on his fucking mouth. Okay. There's no denying that. Okay. This is his chin. I don't know. Something's going on with it. This is like right up underneath his fucking lip. You can see that. It's like he grew balls on his mouth. Okay. You see that, right? You can see clearly something's going on. What happened to his mouth? Where's his mouth, people? Tell me, where's his mouth? It's right there. I told you, they grow fucking bubbles. You can see his chin. Right? Just remember what you just seen. Okay, there's that bubble. I went back, tried to catch it again. It keeps landing on that. Clearly that's a part of his mouth. Nothing is covering his mouth, people. Has his eyes closed. Where am I? There it is. Right, backtracking, trying to figure out what the fuck that is. Must be the nose. Obviously, I tried to enhance it, right? Caught it at a different frame, because now you're seeing something new. Like, that's right up on his fucking skin, people. Okay? I'm trying to tell you something. He's blowing bubbles? Is that what he's doing? He's blowing bubbles? You think anyone's paying attention to him? No. But there's more than one bald person in this place. Right? Then he turns this way, and there's a bald person over there. I haven't filmed it because, again, I'm not trying to get all geeked up over this shit. But definitely got my spidey senses up. Alright. You notice that ear looked different, right? Compared to the other ear. This one's short. The other one is stubby, long. This one's short and stubby. The other one is long. This one, look how small it is. Very small. Compared to the other one. And how come his chin isn't as long as when he's facing the other way? Look how short his chin got. What happened to his chin, people? How come his chin is so short? How does a person do that? How can a person make their chin so short? Don't you find that unusual? But look how his lip comes out. Look, do you see? That's his lip, people. Or maybe a tongue. That could be a tongue, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Do you see that? Do you see? You can't dispute it. There's definitely something there. And this ear doesn't look anything like the other ear. And something happened to his chin. It got short. Right. Does he even really look like the same person? Well, his ear looks different. If you were to compare the ears, it's different now. Here it's starting to look like a fucking square. Look at this, look. Definitely something going on. Definitely. Looks like a tongue to me. Because that's how they communicate. Look at it. Look at that ear. See? Do you see? That's his tongue. Or his lip. One of the other. At first I thought it was lip, but it must be a tongue. He's just sticking his tongue out into the fucking crowd. Because you're over in this corner, there's another bald guy. Right? This is why I said what I said in the greenhouse. Yeah. He looks like he's sleeping. How the hell can you see like that? wondering why it was so black. Like, what kind of tattoo does that? Look how black it is. Why? What kind of tattoo is that? It looks like he's got gangrene or something. And then look at this back here. Doesn't that look kind of scary? It looks kind of scary to me. I mean, look at it. Look at that. Look how scary that looks, people. Okay, what are we looking at? I don't know. And we're back to the beginning. So, there's that dude, I guess. Must be him. Yeah. And look at the ear. Look how it's different. Do you see this? This one is round, like an oval, where the other one was more short and stubby. Okay? Like his ears don't match up. Literally, they don't match up. There's that funky shit. And look how his chin. It's almost like he's got two, but this is definitely on his face, people. That is a part of his face. Whatever the hell that is. And his ear doesn't look anything like the other ear. And he's got his eyes closed most of the time. And look at that ear. See? Whatever it is keeps popping up because I go back, right? It's too blended in. It's part of him. See, it didn't go away. Look at his chin. His ear. Again, this is on his mouth. This is coming out of him. I specifically look for this shit, people. Because I want to know what I'm dealing with. Not that I can protect myself from them, because I can't. See, I'm starting to go back in because he's turning, right? Still there, though. You can see it. You can see it. You can still see it. Look at that ear. How does that ear look the same? It doesn't. Look at it. Completely different. That's short, like about a half an inch to 3/4 of an inch, if not more, compared to the other ear. And he's looking at that other dude that's bald like him. I'm almost sure of it. And then he sticks his fucking tongue out. Because that's how they communicate. And I think with telepathy. Hold on. Okay, moving along. Don't think I'm picking on anyone in particular, because I am not, people. I'm serious. Anyway, this individual completely ignores me. She ignores the fact that illegal organ harvesting is happening in the province of British Columbia, Canada. She also ignores the fact that the BC provincial government has been doing fake pre-recorded live streams and have been doing them for months and then restreaming them to be legitimate with false statistics, false death counts, false infection rates, false everything. You want to know why, people? Because that's not the agenda. The agenda isn't to report on the news in terms of alternate media, because she says that she got fired or had to step down or whatever it was from being a news reporter back in the day because she stood up for principle. So her employer asked her to leave because she wouldn't do as she was told, because she had ethics. So she says, this is what she says. So she likes to talk about, you know, women disappearing to Picton Farm, you know, kids being transgendered at an early age because of this, that, and blah, and blah. And she's, you know, rallying everybody to, you know, fight the government and blah, and blah, and blah. Just a lot of blah shit. That's it. Okay, now I've gone to her channel. I've been on her chats. You know, I've expressed the government doing fake pre-recorded live streams enough times that she would know it's not that hard to fucking document it, people. She doesn't give a rat's ass about ShaMay and the fact that we have illegal organ harvesting happening in the province of British Columbia, Canada, with the illegal embalming of bodies in hospitals to make them look like they're alive so that da-dee-da-da. She doesn't care. Now, why? Why? Why does she not care? Well, being that I don't pick on anyone in particular, I would say she doesn't care because she's just like them. That's why. She's just like them, people. You have to remember, the people who took John basically were white. The people who did what they did to ShaMay's body were mainly white. Mainly white people. The people that did what they did to Ciera were white. Okay? Because for some reason in society, we're fooled by white people. You know, it goes back to that. White is pure, white is good, you know, blah, 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 blah. But it's like Malcolm X said, the white devil. Look at Horgan's eyes, look at Bonnie Henry's eyes, look at John Forsworth or whatever the hell his name is, the Attorney General. This guy, he's just got one big dead black eye, and he's just barely peeking out through that eye. I mean, clearly there's something wrong with him. You can see that. You can see that. Can you see that? Look at that. Right? The people she interviews don't care. That's a classic right there, people. It speaks for itself. I told you. Okay, this is why she doesn't care. Okay. Look at this. This is who she interviews. They're talking about something just to draw attention to the channel so they get views. And oftentimes I noticed their noses are all fucked up. I want to know who I'm watching. You can see that, right? I'm tired of being lied to. Now, this is at the rally. She got up. She was up by a lion. You know, that's what subliminal messaging, right? And her whole character changed compared to when she sits and does her interviews. And basically, she kept sticking out her fucking tongue. And in light of her mouth, in light of her eyes, and in light of what was running around in the fucking crowd, okay, I'm glad I didn't go. I'm glad I didn't go, people. Because I told you, I felt it. I could sense it. My family doesn't fit in. Okay. You see that, eh? I'm not like them. Okay? If you were to take off the hair and take this face and put it over the face of that other person I just showed you, I bet you'd get almost a good match. Pretty damn fucking close. Right. She was doing this through her whole little speech as she was standing next to a lion, trying to geek everybody up to fight for freedom. Oh God, there we go with that. Oh man. Notice her eyes are closed. Now, mind you, it was smoky, it was hot, people licked their lips, but you need to look past that and really stop and think. This is that horn thing that she was blowing on. This is from a different angle. Right. Hold on. So we'll just take it back to this for a few minutes. As if I go around thinking about this shit, but these days I do.
It's happened.
Alright, I'll just turn off the volume. You can go look for it yourself if you want. See, I
Did
can't.
his shape-shifting device fail during Obama's speech in the middle of an amphitheater crowded with people?
I can't do
Is
that.
he an actual reptilian humanoid? Is he one?
Oh, why is the volume on? And then, if you really want to go see it, this person here, individual, which I might just very well be unsubscribing to from in the near future, people. I'm not going to waste my time. Alright, not gonna waste my time. For all their bragging rights, they're not being honest. No. They're not. Even if I would have showed up with the kids, it just would have been a song and dance. Nothing but a song and dance. You see how she's biting the line? Anyway, through her 2-minute, 3-minute, whatever she's doing up there, she sticks her tongue out like something like 7 or 8 times. And she's very, very, very aggressive about it because she's going on about just whatever, right? Whatever. So, you can go look for it yourself. You're looking at 59:09 minutes into the video, and you can run it through. I think I made my point. Right. Just, all right. They don't want to hear about ShaMay. It's too much money involved. Too many people, well, don't call them people because they're not people. Too many individuals involved. They need those dead bodies. Right? It's just something for them to talk about when they talk about the fentanyl crises, or, women going missing, and, children disappearing and being murdered, and just whatever it is that they talk about. That's all it is. It's just fucking talk. Alright. I want you to see her lick her tongue. She's so aggressive about it, too. It's like a wild woman being let loose. I don't give a shit. For all I know, she could be one of those nurses that were pampering over a dead body. Yeah. One of those Lucy's. Yeah. Just a Lucy. As in Dracula and Lucy. Yeah, and she picks on Dr. You-Know-Who as if, no, more like she's giving that Dr. You-Know-Who free promotion. That's what it is, people. It's just fucking free promotion. They're just leading everybody down the garden path as they're shopping for the next meal. Yeah, and who they can fucking rob. Okay, that's pretty much how I feel about it. She's had plenty of time to bring up the subject of fake pre-recorded live streams, and she refuses to talk about it. She's had plenty of time to talk about bodies being murdered, people being murdered, literally murdered, and then, taken to the hospital and hooked up to machines after they've had their bodies pillaged and then illegally embalmed to hide that fact. Right? Only reason they kept her on that machine for so long, people, is because I was fighting for that investigation, and they're not used to someone like that. Most people just say, oh, okay, good riddance, goodbye. Yeah, okay, whatever. I'll just bury the body. Okay, they killed themselves. I didn't know they were that depressed. Yeah. Her respect. What makes her so important? What makes this woman, well, don't call her a woman. I wouldn't call her a woman. What makes this individual so important that it requires Doctor Who, who's respect? What does this individual do for the community outside of hide the truth? Right? If she's not fake news and her fucking cohorts in there And there's a few of them. I guess there's 50 groups. Well, with her and her 50 groups, not one is talking about ShaMay and what that issue is about, and not one is talking about fake pre-recorded live streams, people. They're not. Nope. Because that's not the agenda. I told you, it's a two-tiered system. This is just another Christy Clark getting up there, putting on a funky show as she's communicating with sign language through her mouth. Here we go. You ready? Did you see that? There. That's all I wanted you to see. Okay. Same day, September 13th, 2020. I've decided to do at least one more of these. I need to use up this cement before it starts to rain. Right here. So maybe make another one of those. 2. I'll make 2. 2 more. Cover up this one. And then that gives me 2, 4, 5. Should be enough, right? And then they'll probably use that all up. I'm going to start with that first. Okay, so this is this dude's mouth, people. I'm telling you. This is his chin. Told you they get bubbles. Do you see this? This is literally on his face. Okay, there's his mouth. This is coming out from his chin area and lip. Look at his eyebrow. Look how it curls in here. Notice how his eyes are closed. Look at that. You can clearly see it. Bubble, 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 bubbles, two of them there. This is literally on his face. Okay? And then look at his eyebrow. Look what's happened. That's what I mean. I don't belong in there, people. That's why I didn't go, because I don't fucking belong. That's the shit that puts me in danger. Okay, whatever this is, it looks like it's coming out of his mouth. Literally. Look at this. What is all this? And if you notice, his eyes are closed still. Look at this. This is part of his mouth, people. Okay, I'm telling you, this was a setup. This is another Christy Clark Family Day. Only it's not for the human family. Okay? This is for something else. If you notice, there's nothing behind him. Okay, there's definitely something wrong with this bald dude. And there's more than one bald dude running around in this place. Notice how his eyes are closed. Oh, where's that nose? So now it's February 4th. February. Why am I thinking February 14th? It is September 14th. I'm pretty sure it's the 14th. Yesterday I think was 13th. Anyway, I'm in the greenhouse. You can see. Look at this. Look at this. They're coming. Beautiful. Look, they're all over the place. Do you see? These ones are getting nice and big. Okay. But it's getting a little cold in here, people. But can you see what this is? There's one. It's like maybe just two of them in here. No, one. There's three. 1, 2, and then there's one over there. There's something down there too. But anyway, there's 3 of them here. When I did the greenhouse, I was trying to, build in something where it could be warm if I needed it to be. It's already connected. I just have to run a plug through it. That's it. But I'd have to move this plant, these ones here, there's 3 of them there. I'd have to move them. Move something. You can see these ones are growing too. These ones came from the corner store. And I put them in here and they're just going like crazy. They love it in here. So I'm going to see if I can, what do you call it? See, picking up. I'm going to see if I can run a new plastic, because I have it, people. It's up in the hen house area. Right? I was supposed to do it last year and never got it done. Because, this has been up there now for a couple of years and it leaks. So before I turn these on and have the roof leak, because I'm not too sure where it's leaking, I think I should try and run the plastic up again. I'm debating whether I should take down that plastic or just run the plastic over that plastic. I'm not sure. So I'm going to grab a ladder. I'm going to work on it today, people. That's what I'm going to do. Well, some greenhouse is better than no greenhouse. If the lettuce room, Mr. Lace's lettuce room was done, I'd move some of these plants into there. But I can't do that. So, see, there's one coming in over there. Right? There's a few. If I can just extend the growing period in here, even just for a few weeks, it will be much better. So, the plastic but it's hard, right? It's hard for me to do this. So, I don't know. I'm going to have to get the ladder and, I don't know, maybe scrub a few things down or something first. I'm not too sure what I'm going to do. There it is. I bought that plastic years and years and years and years and years ago for Fukushima radiation to, Matilda's living in here with her babies. I don't know. Ooh, there's a spider. I'm always walking into spiders. Always. You know how many times I walk into spiders in a day, people? I just barrel right through them because I don't see them, right? Those little hanging ones. Anyway, there it is right there. Matilda moved in here. So I couldn't really do much now. Whether she's still living in here or not, I don't know. But I think I can pick in here a little bit. So I think I'm going to do is I'm going to get me some comfrey. Just clean up in here a little bit. Right? I'm going to start pulling out some stuff in here. Here and here is walnut wood. You know what? I need wood, people. There's wood. There's 2x4s. Oh. So hopefully I won't be disturbing the raccoons if they're in here. I think they've moved on, but it's hard to say. They could be sleeping right now for all I know. If they're in here, Matilda will growl. I will hear her. But as you can see, there's wood. I need that wood. And then, of course, walnut wood, right? For Andre's walnut art. That's what this is about, right? So, but this is what I want right now. Okay? I'm not taping up my windows in the basement because of Fukushima radiation. When the time comes, this will make a really nice hen house. Because I can let them come in here, peck in the dirt, do whatever chickens like to do. I can fence it all off so they can't fly out. And then this would be their nesting area. And that would be, there's actually 3 hen boxes in there. I could technically have 3 birds in here, people. I could. So maybe next year. But for now, let's work on this. Okay. Here's Jerry's roof. See? Ooh la la. Where's my foot? Can't even see. Where is it? There it is. Ooh la la. Sexy foot. Anyway, Oh. So, what to do? This has been up here for a long time. I don't know if I should take this whole thing off and put a new one on, or just take the new vinyl, plastic, and just cover over it. I could probably spray this down, get soaking wet. See, what happens is the cats get up here and they poke fucking holes in it. It pisses me off. So this thing leaks, right? And it's been up here for how many years now, people? Quite a few. Like, it wouldn't take much just to go around with a little, I got a scrub broom, right? And just give it a quick scrub, spray it down, and then I think I'm just going to take the plastic and just run it right over this, right? I'm just trying to remember how I did this. I don't want to fall. I'm out here by myself. You're not supposed to climb ladders when you're out here by yourself, especially when you start getting old. My son was telling me he was at work talking to somebody that apparently he was an old man, climbed up on a ladder, you know, as he's been doing for years and years and years, and he ended up falling off the ladder and broke like 3 of his ribs. So I can take off those little cardboards, because I just use those cardboards to tack them on, right? I don't have to take a hammer in that staple. Just kind of go down the line, clean everything, and then just run new plastic over it, people. Right? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take that plastic and I'm going to bring it down, to right there, because I have grids in there, right? I'm going to try and warm it up a little bit. So, oh God, look at, there's Myrtle Fertile. I have to cut her down. There's always something out here. Always, always, always. Right? Morning glory is growing. Oh my God. And then you see, I have to do this with these planter pots, because if I don't do this, the raccoons will come in here and they'll use it as a latrine. So you can see what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. So hold on. Okay, so all you can do is just the best that you can do. You can't do any more or any less. So I'm going to use this little thing. I got my hose ready. Only it doesn't have a nozzle on it, but whatever. Just a little bit, right? Because I'm going to cover it. I'm going to keep this simple, people. Oh, God, just don't fall. Just keep it simple. So just wash it down, spray it. Alright, do you see? I can go. Alright, this will be fine. This will be perfect. Yeah, I got long arms now. You see? It's just my eyes. It's what it is, people. It's just my eyes. See, cats like to come up here and lay up here. Stupid cats. And then they poke holes in it with their nails. What you gonna do? Alright. This thing has been up here, what, how many years now? 6 years? It's been up here for a long time. So. And doubling it up is just gonna make it warmer in there. That's all. That's all it's gonna do. And then there's other things I'm gonna do since I'm working on this. When I get to this point, I get dizzy, because I'm just teetering on this ladder. Trying to stay in with the balance of gravity. I don't want to topple over. You can see what I'm doing. Right. That'll work out pretty good. And then I'll come back. Hold on. And then, oh my God, since I'm working here, I've been wanting to do this for years to keep the fucking rats out. I've got the wood, right? Do you see this in here? I'm just gonna cut some slats. I have it already. I've been sitting over there in the corner for a while. So I'll just rinse them off quickly, get them ready, and then as I'm going, I'll just from one end to the other end, I'll put a slat in here. Alright? So that, you know, no rats can climb in there. Plus it will make it warmer. Alright, you can see. Alright. So that won't take very long. Well, it'll take all day. That's what's going to happen here. But once it's done, it's going to be nice. It'll be much, much warmer. And then I'll move those plants. And I'll plug those lights in. These spotlights get warm, and it'll be just enough warmth to keep these babies going for a while. Yeah.
Okay, it's on.
Alright. So anyway, this is always a detour, people. Right? The rain is so hard on everything. So anyway, I'm cleaning this off because the paint the wood that I used to paint is flicking off it. And, you know, silicone coming unloose. Just everyday wear and tear in the rain. So what I'm doing is I'm just cleaning it up. And then in my travels, as I go about my business, you know, because I keep pretty busy, you know what they say about idle hands. I don't have idle hands, people, you can see. Nothing idle about my hands here.
What does that mean?
That means I keep busy, and because I keep busy, I'm not a busybody. I don't sit around and gossip, and I don't cause trouble. I don't go out of my way to hurt people because I keep busy. I work, I accomplish things, I mind basically my own business, and I do my job, what needs to be done. Which makes me a better person all in all. I'm not running with the devil. They say, you know, idle hands is the devil's workshop. There's nothing devil about this, people. So anyway, since I'm up here, and this needs repair, I'm just washing it a little bit, as best as I can. Right? I'm going to have to get up on the roof over there. I got a canopy here I want to hang because I'm trying to make it so it doesn't leak, but one thing at a time. But I'm right here right now. That's what I'm doing. I got half of it done. You can bring me the camera, and I'll show them here in a second. You can turn it off and then bring it to me, and when I'm ready.
It's on.
Okay. So now that I'm here, you can see what I've been doing. The paint came off these little baseboards. That's all it was. Wasn't anything fancy. So over the next week or so, because I have a canopy down there, which I should probably wash today, and I'm going to see if I can stretch it up over that to prevent it from leaking, right? Back in the day, I hired a man to do something, and this is basically what he did for me. So this has been here for quite a few years too, really. So I'm going to just do some repairs on it. You can see the wood came off, right? I'll have to silicone a little bit. Actually, it doesn't even leak in there, really. Well, last time I checked, it didn't leak. But anyway, you can see the paint is peeling off, so that's what I'm doing, right? And then get back up on this. So you see, can you move? I'm already wet. Move that. I don't want to get any more wet than I already am. Hold on, I'll show you this wood. I have to walk slow. Now I'm half wet, people. Oh, and I'm not changing. That's okay. Oh, my pants are wet. See that? Those are those slats. Oh, I might have to change. It's hard to see. So I'm going to rinse them off, get out the skill saw, and before I run that plastic, I'm going to get those in there. That's what I'm going to do. Huh? I already did it.
Really?
I didn't do this side in here though yet. I still have to do in there. And I have this beautiful window. I don't know if I'll get it in today, but you know, getting rid of junk, right? That technically I should try. You can see it's a double pane, and it should basically fit somehow up in one of them anyway. So get it out of here, right? So I'll wash this and I'll measure it and I'll see if I can somehow get this up as well. So sure can smell the tomatoes in here. Hold on.
Tomato.
So my landlady would say, "Why you bring that home, Judy? Why? Why do you do that?" And I'm like, "Because I need it, Mrs. Gill. I know it doesn't seem like it, But I do. You know, my problem is I don't have enough people helping me, people. That's what it is. I'm basically the only one that really works out here. Tisha did mow the grass this year. Paige and, what you call it? Tisha, they did do, one day out in the front a little bit, right? But other than that, you know, you watch my videos. Once in a while, my son will help me with the more heavier stuff, right? But, you know, he works and it's not really his forte. Although he is starting to take an interest in, you see how nice that is? Look at that. Most people would have thrown it out. Not me. As long as they're not rotten, they're good to go. The secret is that you wash it first before you use it, if you can.
It's right there, okay?
Okay. So, as long as you, because the dirt is what will eat the wood because, you know, worms, right? It attracts worms and and wood bugs and that kind of thing. Even though it's damp right now, it's fine. I can still cut it. And, what do you call it? It will dry once it's up. You're going to see. Right? See, I have more than enough here, not tons. Right? So I'm going to do that first before I run this plastic. So hold on. Okay. I'm not having a very good time here, but look who's visiting me. Yeah, I'm in here screwing away. He crawled out of this little hole. I don't know if you can see him. You see him? What he's doing. He's watching his house here. He came out of this, up in through here. I'm trying to put this on, right? Only it's too far away. Oh, there he is. He's protecting his house. See? Oh. A friendly spider. Look at him. Not really going anywhere. He says, leave me alone. So, I just want to say, I'm glad I didn't go to that rally, people. Nope. You know why? Because I went back in on the videos, right? Not all of them, just some of them. And let me tell you something. What I saw, I think it was Obama. Do you remember that video with Obama? And they had the Secret Service running around. He was at some event. And one of those Secret Service was recorded to do shape-shifting. I mean, with a bald head and all that shit. Well, let's just say, oh boy, I'm not very good at screwing things in. Let's just say that they had one of those individuals at that rally. As a matter of fact, I think they had more because there was quite a few bald men. But one in particular really stands out. Well, again, I didn't look through every video. You know, I only went through it briefly, right? But, and the people that are hosting this stuff, people, I'm telling you, they're not who they seem. They're not. I've looked at their eyes. Not all of them, but enough of them. And when, oh, I so want to say her name. When I do the video, because they're not my friends, people. That's why they don't talk about ShaMay when I go on their channels. Remember, I've been talking about this? They don't care about illegal organ harvesting going on in the province of British Columbia, Canada, because it benefits their kind. Okay, there's two class of people. This is more than a two-tiered system. Okay. Oh, the smoke out here is bad. Christy Clark, John Horgan, all of those politicians, all of them people, they've been infected with something, or they've been replaced. At least the long-term ones, the ones that have been around for a long time. I don't know about the new and up-and-coming, but even I went back into an old Trudeau video when apparently he was in university. What?
Crayon pencil?
Yes, but I'm talking, so just Yes. When he was 18 years old. And he was doing this shit. Just like Christy Clark's son. Right? Anyway, when they do this, and they stick out their tongues and all this shit, right? Right? They're communicating. That's a form of communication between themselves, because they're like a foreign species. They've been genetically modified in the fucking lab. Okay? They weren't, well, they probably were born that way. People born out of a fucking test tube, who knows? Or they were infected with something. But there's definitely something wrong with them. And they've established their fucking colony. And that's why we have a two-tier system. That's why poverty never goes anywhere. That's pretty much why it just stays the same. That's why 175,000 Americans go missing every year and disappear into the abyss, never to be found again. Right? So anyway, the people that are, all the people that are putting together these rallies, I don't know about, but some of them most definitely are like them. And I'll show you that. Because honestly, they're not my friends. They don't care about what happened to ShaMay because it benefits them. They're using bodies like ShaMay for a reason. Whether they're taking out organs and making money and illegally selling them on the black market so they can be transplanted into somebody else to save a life. That's on that queue. Or whether they're using them for science experiments, whether they're fucking eating them, whether they're moving into the bodies that they fucking pollute like they did ShaMay's body. But they're doing definitely something. And so anyway, one of those types of individuals was at that rally, and more than one. I'm almost positive, because there's too many fucking bald guys, right? And they're communicating between themselves, and I'll show you that. And the people up on the mic doing the same fucking shit. I noticed when they did their editing, they tried to hide it out, but I caught a video where it was just like non-fucking stop. You know, it was like night and day, from being the fine Christian girl to fucking lizard talk, okay? Right? Because that's what it's about. This shit that they're, Auntie Bonnie Henry, you know, first of all, this woman that got up there on the mic, sticking out her fucking tongue every 2 seconds, you know, as she's basically fucking ignoring the real issues in terms of the government is doing fake pre-recorded live streams. Not talking about that, no, because it doesn't suit their political agenda. You know, going on about how, I guess, this Doctor Who is maybe not making the kids wear masks in school, and that this woman, so-called woman, is you know, gives this Doctor Who, you know, 10% more fucking respect. Yeah, okay, it's a charade, people. It's just to lead you down the garden path. The majority of those people that showed up to that rally were old, right? I was going through the video. Most of them are all old. It kind of made me think that some of them were paid to show up. And if they weren't paid to show up, they went there to fucking shop. They went fucking shopping. Shopping for something that they could, you know, target and fucking eat for dinner. And then, you know, do something with their bodies after they're fucking dead. Who fucking knows? All I know is that we're not dealing with normal human beings. And this is why ShaMay is not getting the attention that she deserves in the province of British Columbia, Canada. Because they want bodies like ShaMay. Okay? And I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you, people. I already started fucking documenting it. That one of those guys looked exactly like that fucking lizard man that was protecting Obama through some fucking rally, and everybody caught it and started calling him out to be a fucking shapeshifter. Well, they had a fucking shapeshifter that looked exactly like that dude sitting up at the fucking rally, communicating, sticking, you know, doing whatever he was doing, right, with his fucking lizard friends in the fucking crowd, as you've got somebody on the mic fucking communicating to the rest of their fucking lizards as the unsuspecting public wanders in, not realizing that they're being targeted, because that is the two-tiered system that we have in British Columbia, Canada. That's why Family Day under Christy Clark never applied to my family people, because they don't consider human beings to be worthy of having a family. We're their dinners. We're their fucking let's go hunting, right? You know, chase them down at night in between the fucking alleys, right? Play psychological fucking mind games, right? Because it makes them fucking horny, you know? But the only thing is, I don't think there's man or woman. I don't think so. I think, it's all a charade. I really do. I really do. Anybody could put on a fucking blonde wig or a fucking orange wig or whatever fucking, golden dawn wig. Anybody can put on a golden fucking dawn wig. But sooner or later, it's going to come out in the fucking eyes. Okay? Right? I tried to give the benefit of the doubt, people. I really, really did. But after watching the rally and just, doing a little Zooms and a little this and a little that, you know how I do it. No, it was a fucking setup. Let me tell you, it was a fucking setup, and I'm glad I didn't fucking go, and I would never, ever fucking go to one of those things in the rest of my life, and I would encourage my kids and my grandkids to stay the fuck away from them, because it's just a stomping ground to hunt innocent fucking human beings and ignore the real issues in terms of illegal organ harvesting in the province of British Columbia, Canada, as the government continues to do fake pre-recorded live streams with fake statistics, fake death counts, as these people are like, what? Oh, well, we want freedom. We want, you don't want fucking freedom. You're being paid by Doctor Who to bring in the fucking crowd so you can pick and choose who you want to pick off. Or who gets picked. And they're calling for the men, people. They're calling for the men. I came across an article, I'm going to leave it on this. I came across, there's a reason why they want the men, because they want to fucking wipe them out. Okay? Harder for women and children to defend ourselves without the men. It goes back to that manufactured poverty, right? So these ralliers are, we need men, the men aren't coming out, it's us women, yeah, well, I wonder why. Maybe the men got their spidey senses going and they fucking know something's up. Anyway, I came, stinks out here with this smoke. I smell rubber burning now. Or maybe that's tar, I think they might be tarring over there. Somebody's tarring something. Anyway, I came across this article, I'm going to leave it on this, where in Medicine Hat, Alberta, over the last several months, a whole bunch of young men in their 30s, right, or so, apparently, quote unquote, have been committing suicide. They were like a bunch of friends, and one by one they're killing themselves. I don't believe it, people. Nope. They're not killing themselves. They're being fucking picked off. That's what they're doing. They're knocking off the strong men in fucking Alberta. Yeah. And of course, people are so gullible, they'll believe anything the cops fucking tell them. Right? So, real human being men need to be careful, because these fucking so-called individuals, they're going after you. Right? Because if they can get rid of you, then they can just torture us more. Right? Us women and children. Because that's what they like. They like to fucking torture people, right? They really do. So don't be deceived. Seriously, don't be fucking deceived. Okay, there's no reason for them not to be fucking fighting for ShaMay. Absolutely fucking none. If they have kids like they say they do, you would think they would fight. But you see, oh no, they're the epitome of what is right in society. They're married white women. Yeah, married white women with their, children and their little poodle and their band of friends all around the fucking soup pot with, what is that called? The Secret Service watching everything.
Okay, it's on.
Well, what did we do?
We pulled down the tarp. To put us whites in there. Put whites in there.
Yeah.
And I helped. And I helped pull it down.
Huh?
And I helped pull it down.
Yes, you did. The only thing is, now to cut this plastic too Too long.
Yeah.
Alright. So, but that's okay. And we still have plastic that can go. See how Nana has to do acrobats? Serious, man. That's all it is.
Today's not your day, eh?
No, I'm not having a bad day. I just don't like... For some reason, I'm smelling tar.
No, that's the fire. That's happening.
I don't know.
No, it's smoke out the fires now. Tisha smelt it before.
What's that?
I said Tisha smelt it before. It's from fires in forest.
I don't know how I'm going to get those ones.
Oh boy. That is far.
Yeah, I have to go on the other side or something. I don't know. There's glass in here.
Should I turn it off?
Sure.
Okay. Bye, people.
And there we go, people. Huh? Voila! Voila! We did it, Audrey! Now, I don't know. I need to run some Christmas lights in here. Because Christmas lights, the big ones, they give off heat. Right? But I retarped it up there. So we got new plastic. What happened? Hold on. Okay, so I'm going to finish up this video in here. This smoke from, what is it called? From wherever these fires are burning is really obnoxious. And I think they were laying tar out here somewhere because it smelled awful. So I'm just taking off some leaves, right? Just because don't need them. You know, it's raining. I don't think it's gonna leak now. Well, not for a while anyway, right? So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna let these lights run, right? Now, tomorrow, if it's not raining, I'm gonna have to get up on the other side and, what do you call it? There's grates here that's letting in too much air. So if I run some plastic around it, it should be good, right? And just to make it a little more airtight in here, because these spotlights they pump out a fair amount of heat, right? So I don't know if it will be enough, but it's better than what we had, which was nothing, because some of these tomatoes can get pretty big. And even if they get big, people, and they're green, you just put them in a box with some newspaper and let them ripen that way, and then you freeze them. Or you can dehydrate them and then grind them up and make, what is that called? If you like, that tomato powder, which I might do because I already have tomatoes in the freezer. Right? So, I'm really happy that I made this greenhouse. Initially, it was made because this corner of the yard was nothing but weeds, mud, and one big latrine for raccoons. I don't know. Whoever owned this house didn't do nothing with this yard. It was the one way I could get rid of them in terms of raccoons doing whatever raccoons do. But then they kind of moved. They never really did leave, right? So that's why I have to put planter pots around the stuff to try and move them along. I let them have the one little spot behind the tree there in the corner, but every now and then they'll go there, and I'm having to clean. What are you gonna do? Right? It's better than a dog shitting all over the place. Right? So, yeah, I'm just doing this, and really happy that I've done this. Right? You can hear the rain. So far, I don't feel nothing. It should be perfectly fine. For a while, anyway. Right? Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna upload. I think people that stuff. Like I don't want to spend too much time. Seriously, I don't want to spend too much time hunting down lizards. Okay, something is up. Somebody has done something. Okay, like in terms of a geneticist or a mad scientist, a Frankenstein. Okay, some mad doctor, more than one, has done something. So, but in light of what I'm thinking, now I could be wrong, but of course, I'll spend a little more time on it here and there, but I've got more important things to do. It's pretty apparent that they're not interested, these individuals are not interested in curbing illegal organ harvesting in the province of British Columbia, Canada, right? They don't care about that because it benefits them, people, right? This was an organized rally that was basically put on by the government, okay? All right? Basically, right? To promote, Doctor Who. That's all it was. It was a promotional gig, right? To make it sound like Doctor Who isn't forcing kids to be in masks, and that the people were successful at lobbying the government through their rallies, which is just a bunch of fucking crock. Okay? It's just one big fat fucking lie. As they're scoping out the real human beings to see who's the most vulnerable. And with that, these young men apparently killing themselves in Medicine Hat, Alberta, men that work and have lives and families, and they're just not gonna up and start killing themselves, people. A whole group of them, all friends? No. These things are taking out the men. That's what's happening, right? That's why they took out Uncle John. They had to try and bankrupt me, right? I mean, obviously they wanted his money. That's what they like. They live for fucking money. They do anything for fucking money. But they want more than just money, trust me. Okay? And in my travels, if I notice something odd, I'm going to post it. I don't care who the fuck it is. I don't. They're not my friends, right? They don't advocate for my family. They don't advocate for my children. That event was not children-friendly, mark my words. No. There was hardly any kids there, if at all. It was all mostly old people, and it kind of reminded me of people being paid just to show up. Obviously not everybody was paid, but I'm sure somebody was paid. Okay, that's how it works out here in fucking BC. That shit's all run by the fucking union. You can't have a fucking rally unless you're somehow connected to the freaking union. That's why the police were there. That's why the fire department was there, right? But that's why it was in front of the art gallery. It's all union, people. Occupy Vancouver was done by the union with their empty tents to make it look like something was going to change. And it didn't change. It just got worse. That's all it did. So I'm going to add that in. Hold on. I'll show you when I'm done. You can hear the rain, right? It's kind of fun in here. I'm just tying things up a little bit because they're getting heavy, right? When they get heavy, they fall, right? And once I close the door, it will warm up a little bit anyway. I have Christmas lights if I can find them. Mind you, I don't know what I'd... Well, yeah, I guess I could plug them into that. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. If I find them, I'll maybe run a string of Christmas lights. Because they give off heat. Right? Just warm it up a little bit. That's all I'm wanting to do. I'm so grateful that my landlords let me stay here. They know that my situation is pretty dire. Now, Look at that. I wonder why this plant is dying. Something wrong with that one. Okay, I'll be back. Hold on.